What up guys, my name is Eric, this is Racing Ram Fam, and in today's video guys, we're going to be working on my 1986 F700. In today's videos guys, we're going to be changing the oil, we're going to be changing the fuel filters, and we're going to be doing some maintenance on our old toter home. So this guy has the 8.2 liter Detroit diesel, turbo diesel, V8 in it, coming out at 500 cubic inches of awesomeness, and we're going to be doing some maintenance to this pig. It runs great, but as always, we got to do some oil and some fuel filters in her. So if you guys come over here on the passenger side of the vehicle, you will be able to say right there, that's the primary fuel filter. And then if we go right here, if I tuck you guys under here, the two black filters, those are both our oil filters. Yes, this truck does have two oil filters for longer oil change intervals. And then there's our secondary fuel filter right there, the white filters. So it does have two oil filters and two fuel filters, one right there and one right there. So in the package, you can get those from Napa, or we have some Hastings oil and fuel filters. These are our oil filters right here from Hastings and LF224, and two of them, of course. We have two oil filters. And then we have our primary and secondary fuel filters. We have the FF838 and a F840 right there. And then we have 12 quarts of Rotella 1540 T6 diesel oil. And then we got some diesel fuel to pre-fill the fuel filters. According to the service manual, you will have to actually pre-fill the fuel filters before you put them on, because otherwise there'll be a giant air pocket and you won't be able to get this guy running ever again. This is a mechanically injected diesel, so you do have a third rocker arm that pushes on the top of the injector to fire it off. You don't have a high pressure fuel pump, you have a low pressure fuel pump that feeds the injector, and the injector itself is the high pressure fuel pump. So you have a mechanical, ran by the actual gears, like off the timing gears, pump that makes about 45 to 60 psi and feeds the injectors that. And then when the injectors actually gets pushed down with that extra rocker arm, that's when it actually becomes high pressure fuel for the diesel. So if you get a big air pocket in there, you actually have to pop off the, so you can see right here, this big one is our feed line and the skinny one's our return line. So in order to get it running again, it's a giant pain in the butt. So right there, that's actually our governor assembly slash throttle assembly that runs the rack for the injectors. You would have to probably blow air in the return line while cranking it and get fuel up to the pump, which is right there, the actual pump, and then make sure it's coming out the return. It would be a nightmare. So according to the service manual, you need to pre-fill these fuel filters so you don't have to go through all that pain. So we're gonna get that oil drained, and then we're gonna start replacing some fuel filters. So first thing we're gonna do to change the oil is we're gonna take the oil cap off, of course. I did have the truck running moments ago to get her warmed up. I like to do oil changes when it's pretty warm. So you got that oil moving around in there, and it can, all the debris isn't sitting, it's moved. So now we're gonna get underneath the truck, pop that drain plug, lay underneath, and you can see right there, that's our drain plug. It is 3/4 inch in size. Oil bucket ready to go, because it's definitely going to hit this I-beam up front. I don't know where this is going to go. Oh, there you go. Yep, hitting the I-beam, dribbling into the pan. Oh, it has a magnet on it, so we can check that out too. So now we're going to let this drain for probably a half hour, and then we'll get working on our fuel filters and oil filters. Got a nice band wrench here we're going to use to crack these oil filters and fuel filters loose. Get that around there. Maybe. Alright, I'm going to put you guys down so I can two-hand this. So we've been fighting this one oil filter for the past, I don't know, 10 minutes. I ended up crinkling the filter with the strap wrench, so now we pounded a screwdriver through it. And now we're going to do it this way to get it loose, because whoever put that on really tightened it. So again, do not crank your freaking filters on, because they don't need to be this stinking tight. Alright, so let's see if this method works any better. Holy crap, look at the screwdriver bed. It's turning though. Heck yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah. Keep going. Keep going. Yes. Ow. Yes. Oh, thank Jesus. Oh. Alright, we're gonna get this oil filter out, guys. And then we'll pre-fill the oil filters and get the new ones slapped in. Oh. Alright, so now that we got the pain in the butt oil filter out and in the bucket, so what we're actually gonna do is we're gonna take some Rotella and we're gonna top off both these oil filters before we actually screw them on, just so we don't have a dry start on the oiling system as well. So we got our Rotella T6, we got a new oil filter. So we're gonna give her a little slurp of oil before we go stabbing her in. We do this without spilling all over the place. And that should be good. So now we're gonna get this thrown on the truck, and we're gonna do the same thing with the other oil filter. Alright guys, so we just got our secondary fuel filter in. We filled it up with diesel fuel and we got it installed. So now we're going to show you on our actual primary fuel filter, which is right there. We are in the passenger side wheel well compartment. So we're going to get this one out and we'll show you guys how to fill it and install it. So you can get the bigger filters for them if you guys want. I'm just using the smaller ones because we're going to change these every 5,000 miles. So it's not really kind of pointless. You better not crush. Who put you guys on? Oh, alright, so we're gonna fight with this, and then when we get it loose, I'll show you guys. We got the fuel filter still on there, and we did the old screwdriver method. Hammer screwdriver through it to turn it, and we bent my screwdriver. So we're gonna get a bigger screwdriver. So we're laying under there and pushing it with my foot, so we're gonna get a bigger screwdriver and try again. That thing is definitely on there. That's a big hole now. Alright, let's see. Oh, mother. Yes! 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 Oh, feels good. I don't know if you guys can see all the holes we popped in it, but we definitely popped a lot of holes. We got that pain in the butt. Fuel filter off just as hard as the oil filter. So it's starting to rain, so we're gonna pre-fill it with diesel, get that boy slapped on, start it up, check fuels. I gotta get running on this. So we're gonna set the camera down for a second because it's starting to rain. Sorry for the wind noise, but it is starting to rain, as you can see on the ground. But we got oil in it. Fuel filters are done, they're pre-filled. Oil filters are pre-filled. We checked the oil level before we even started. It's a little over high, so that's good because then she's gonna go into all the crevices and everything. So we're actually gonna crank this guy over a little bit with the fuel solenoid turned off, just to get a little oil pressure going. Alright, now we're gonna turn the actual fuel solenoid on and she should start like a champ. You can see our oil gauge creeping up. If we did not pre-fill those oil filters and crank it for a little bit, that probably would have been still on low, so that's why I really like to do that stuff. And we do have to pre-fill the diesel fuel filters. Don't forget that, because If you guys run this dry, it's not going to be happy to get it restarted. So I'm going to change my oil and fuel filters probably every 6,000 to 7,000 miles on this beast, or once a year, whatever happens first. If you guys have any questions about the 8.2 liter Detroit diesel, I'll try my best to answer them. I understand a little bit how they work. If you guys got any questions about the truck, or if you just like the toter home, comment down below. Hey, that's a sick toter home. But as always, guys, keep it boosted, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.